Good afternoon and welcome to the Rapid City Legal and Finance Committee meeting for Wednesday, August 16th. And if we can start with the roll call and determination of quorum, please, Stacy. Here.
Here.
Armstrong. Here. Thank you. Now's the time to adopt the agenda. If there's any committee member who would like to modify, change, remove, or add, I'd like to hear from you. If not, I'll entertain a motion to adopt today's agenda as presented.
Second.
Got a motion by Laurenti to adopt today's agenda as presented, and a second by Drury. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are dealing with today's agenda. Now's the time for public general comment or general public comment. Boy, I've got my words backwards today. This is a time for general public comment. This is a time for anybody in the audience to address the seated committee members on any item currently not on today's agenda. I currently have no speaker request forms for any general public comment. Am I missing anyone in the audience? Seeing none, we're going to move on to consent items. Now's the time for public comment on the consent items. Today's calendar is items 1 through 14 on the consent agenda. I have one speaker request, but I believe it's just to answer any questions in case any council members want to ask any questions. So seeing no further public comment is closed for consent items 1 through 14 today. The committee members will now consider items 1 through 14, which is the consent items. Are there any items a committee member would like pulled for separate consideration? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent items 1 through 14.
So moved.
Got a motion by Drury to approve items 1 through 14, the consent items, second by Armstrong. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are now on to non-consent. There is one item on the non-consent calendar today. I do have a speaker request form for this item to answer any questions that members of the committee may have. Other than that, there's no other public comments for non-consent items. Am I missing anyone? Seeing none, public comment is now closed. The committee will now address item number 15. Item number 15 is a request for an extension of the completion date for the Disabled American Veterans Flagpole from the Vision Fund project.
Move to approve.
I've got a motion by Laurenti to approve, a second by Armstrong. Any further discussion? If not, I'd like to ask the applicant one question. Mr. Meltz, if you could approach the podium, please, where the microphone is. State your name and your affiliation to the city, please.
Thank you, madam. My name is Dave Meltz, for the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 3 right here in Rapid City. I am the quartermaster and project coordinator. And if I may just surmise my request, because of the recent, very publicized deaths in the surrounding communities, Mark, the proprietor of West River Monument, has gotten backed up. Therefore, the artist, Steve Barba, has also got backed up. After some input from you, Amanda, I did confront them as to maybe I needed to ask for October. They both assured me they will be done. It will all be done by the 15th of September. It's simply the memorial part of it. Anybody that's been by, our flagpole is up with the flags on it and lit. So, anything else for me?
Just full disclosure, you're also a resident of Ward 4. Thank you very much.
I am very much. Thank you.
And yes, you did pose this question, so I just wanted to throw out there, I had made the recommendation you asked for the extension to the end of the year and deliver by Veterans Day. So I'm still looking for that.
Well, that's our plan. Thank you for that input for our grand opening to the public, or whatever, dedication, that's the word I'm looking for, is Veterans Day. That will be very appropriate. And the whole public, everybody will be invited to that, because it's a very proud day for Rapid City and the veterans.
Well, thank you. And thank you for all the work that you do in our city. I know you're a great one of our great volunteers out there, Mr. Meltz, so thank you.
I am, proudly so. Thank you.
Any other discussions? Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Meltz. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion by Laurenti to adjourn, second by Drury. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.